It is day 2 of our late buck blacktail hunt here in western Washington. Me and Porter out here again, just now getting the shooting light. And we're gonna get to looking over this edge here and see if we can't find that nice buck today. Alrighty. Only took 12 hours to get myself ready. Let's go look over the edge. Ooh, it is chilly again, guys. We're gonna move. This spot that I'm at is not like my number one spot. I tried to get to the spot where we were last night. I wanted to start there this morning, but there was already a truck there. So I came to another spot that looks into a nice bottom, but just not feeling it. Gotta feel it. If you ain't feeling it, move. Go to what feels good. Right now, this don't feel good. Alright guys, well, we checked a couple other spots and then came all the way back to the other side. Glass over here as well. Nothing. No animals this morning. It is 8:45 right now, and we haven't seen an animal other than birds, like crows and little Tweety birds. Yesterday was slow morning too. We only saw 2 deer the first part of the day, and the majority of the deer that we saw yesterday came at the end of the day. So, but before we get going too much further in our day, guys, I want to share with you the verse of the day. Today's verse comes from 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 9. It says, "That is what the scripture means when it says, 'No eye has seen, no ear has heard, and no mind has imagined what God has prepared for those who love him.'" Alright guys, it's 9:20. Sitting here glassing over some reap rods. I got a clear cut below me, some reap rod. I figure, since it's so slow, no deer, I gotta pull out the secret weapon, guys. And that secret weapon is a call I learned. My cousin taught me this call. I don't even know if he wants me to share it with people because it does work pretty darn good. But he showed me this back in high school. But I figure it's so slow, we might as well just try it. Because it works, we're going to give it a go. Anybody can do it. It's pretty simple and very effective. It goes like this. Fresh apples! Guys, just found the first deer of the day. Still in the same spot we were when I talked to you a minute ago. We basically just been sitting here messing around, doing nothing. And I was just getting ready to leave. No joke, I actually yelled the fresh apples thing again just because I'm annoyed that we haven't seen anything. And then I look on the hill and there's a deer standing, like I could see it. And then I've got my binos and now I can't find it, but
Found it.
You did?
Yep.
Where?
See that black thing? Black thing's it.
No, that's not it, buddy. It was gray.
Gray.
It's a gray deer. It's right across on this hill.
I see a gray log. I figured out how to see.
Hey, that might be it right there. That is it. Yeah, it's right there in the opening now. Oh, come on, baby. Let's get on it. Stay there, dear. Stay there. Oh, man. Come on. Lift your head. It is a buck. It is. It is a buck.
You can shoot it?
I could. But he's not very big. He's just a spike.
You said he's a buck, though.
He is a buck. You could shoot him, but I want something bigger. He came back out in an opening. When I got on him, I thought I could see. When I first got on him, I'm like, "Ooh, I think I see some type of antlers on his head." But he had his head down, and there was a tree. He was right. Well, I needed him to go left. There was more of an opening. He went right. And then as I was watching him, I could see as he broke through the tree, I could see his head. He stopped. I could see his head, and he had definite, I don't know, it was similar to Braden's deer is what it looked like 6-inch spikes on his head. It definitely wasn't something big, like, not the caliber of deer I'm looking to shoot, so I don't, doesn't really matter. I would like to find him again I'm hoping he works his way out. There's a couple more openings to our right here.
I hope he grows bigger antlers.
You hope he gets bigger antlers?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. You want us to shoot one?
Mm-hmm.
There he is. He just came back.
Good.
Yep, it's a spike. Just a spike, guys. Came back to the same opening. He's cruising down. Definitely not the caliber I wanted. And he went down into some super thick stuff. But 1 deer, 1 buck. I'll take it, I guess. Oh, there's a deer over there. Is that him? Dude, I see one moving over there. Yeah, that's him. He's moving way over there. He's cruising. I was just obviously talking to you guys, and I caught movement over there. All right, guys. Well, let's find a big buck. All right, guys. Just glassed up deer number 2 of the day. Single doe by herself. I keep checking out this hillside, but we're just driving to our next spot. You can see this hillside from the road, so I just kind of stopped right here and just was glassing real quick, and boom, there's that deer. So, deer number 2. It's about 1:30. Still just 2 deer. But me and Porter decided to come back to the spot where we were last night, where I think we saw 8 deer over here last night. So, came back over here. We really just need one nice one. So even if we see only 1 deer, as long as it has nice antlers and we can shoot it, then it's worth it. Alright guys, just found our 3rd deer of the day. Get the big binos on it, see what it is. See if I can, it looks like it's gonna walk away. I'll get it on camera for you guys real quick. Looks like a doe. I'm pretty sure it's a doe. Yeah, it's a doe. Definitely doesn't. No big antlers, I'll tell you that. It's phenomenal how well they blend in. That deer had to be laying there. I've looked over that same spot probably 3 different times, and I never saw it. And then, maybe it was the 4th time I looked back over there. It was standing. I'm like, wow, there was not a deer standing there the last 3 times I looked in that spot. We're just gonna wait it out, and that's the hope is one of these does has a big old buck with her. All right, let's keep looking, see if we can't find a buck. Just found another deer. It's behind a bush right now. I can't tell what it is. I need it to move to the right, probably another 6 feet to the right, and then it should be in an opening. but it's in between two trees, and then there's a shade spot, so it's like really hard to see him. I don't even, if I showed him to you on the camera, I don't even know if you could tell that it was a deer. It's gonna just look like a stump. But what the heck? I'll show it to you. Right there it is, right there. You just see his body right there, barely. Anyway, needed to move out of there. I'm wondering if it laid down. No, it didn't lay down. I can see it's eating. Now it just needs to move about like another foot. Well, when it just walked through that little gap and back into the trees, I can't even barely see it now. It looked like a doe. 4 deer, 3 does, and 1 buck today. One of these times we'll spot a buck, a big one. Just found deer number 5. I don't see anything on its head. Right there in between those trees. That's 5. Yeah, they seem to be moving at least, so I'm just still shocked that it's like all these solo does, just doe, solo, solo, solo. And not one of these has had a buck around. Even the buck we saw today, he was by himself. The little spike we saw earlier today was by himself. Just crazy to me. Just found deer number 6. I think it's another doe. I was hoping when I spotted that one it was going to be a buck. The 2-point that I saw with Braden, because where that deer is the same spot where I saw the big 2-point with Braden a couple weeks ago. Nope, just a doe, and he's nowhere to be found yet. He might show up though. We still got it's 3 o'clock. We still got 2 hours, so up to 6 deer. Seen 4 deer since we've been sitting in this spot. 4 deer in the first hour and a half of sitting here, and then we have 2 more hours, so it could still happen. Guys, I just think I just found a bedded deer. Can't tell for sure. I did. Deer number 7. I don't see any antlers on it. Well, put the spotter on that one. Just because it's bedded, so I'm like, man, if it's a buck. I was 90% sure it was a doe, but I thought, well, if it is a buck, it's bedded. I have plenty of time to get on it. It's a doe. 7 deer now. Only the one little spike. Let's go check on this side, just to see a little bit different stuff, and just give it a quick check. Nothing. Guys, just found deer number 8. Let's see where it is. Just below that big old stump. Looks like another doe. Yeah, just a doe. Dang, man. Okay. Gotta keep looking. Gotta find that buck. Come on, buck. Come on, buck. You know you want to play. It's frustrating when you're, you put in a lot of time and effort and you want to, hey, you want to be successful, but it can get frustrating when all you see is doe, 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 doe. Bunch of does. Oh, just found deer number 9. Down to our last 45 minutes of the night. Hopefully it has antlers. It does not. Another doe. Dang it. Yep, just another doe, guys. Story of my life. Doe. Oh, guys. I just saw deer number 10 for like a couple seconds. It was another spike, a little spike, like yay big again. He was like, it came out on the middle of the hill, and I thought it was near where we were already seen a deer, and so I thought, oh, that's the same deer we already saw. But I'm like, let me put the big binos on just to check it. And as soon as I get the big binos on, I saw it, and I'm like, oh wait, I think it has spikes. And sure enough, it did. I could see it had like 4 or 5 inch spikes. But then the deer just like ran straight back down, and it was like in the pure open, perfect. And then it just ran straight down the hill into the thick woods. And I thought, well, maybe at first I thought, well, maybe that was the same deer that we already saw over and to the right. Then I just looked to the right, and that deer we already saw is still there. So I'm like, nope, that was definitely a different deer. So we're up to 10 deer today and 2 bucks. So we got 2 little spikes today, 10 deer. But that one, I mean, you couldn't have shot it. He was there for maybe 5 seconds and maybe 10 seconds at the most. Then he left. Go ahead. You want to show them your binocs?
They're big on the front, but I can still look through them because they're small on the back.
They're awesome.
I spotted a clearing out there.
How's it look? Any deer?
No.
No. Guys, I just spotted 2 together. The first 2 of the day that are together.
Oh, I see the blueness.
Alright, guys, I'll show them to you. There they are. 12 deer today. Come on, buck. We got 20 minutes. Guys, we just found deer number 13. I gotta get the spotter on it. I can't tell. It's a good size deer. That's a doe, guys. Dang it. Oh. Well, guys, I really thought that was going to be the buck. I looked down below me to the left, and I just see this big bodied deer down there, and I'm like, oh man, and that's almost the exact spot where I saw the big 2-point with Braden. And I thought, oh, that's him. And with the low light, it's hard to tell, right off the bat, but I could tell it wasn't a big buck just because I couldn't see anything with the big binoculars, but I thought, well, maybe it has tall spikes or something like that, but it has nothing. It's a doe. 13 deer for our day, 2 spikes. Nothing good, but we're down to the last 2 days of the season. That's going to do it for today, because it is starting to get really cold. We got 10 minutes left. We're going to head out of here. That's it for day 2 of Late Buck. See you guys tomorrow.